What is up, podheads? Back with another episode of the Podio Slay podcast. My name is Tony, joined, as always, by Anthony and Nate.
Hello, sir.
Yo.
My name is, you did the whole, my name is Tony. Like, my name is Jonas in that same kind of flow.
I'm
like,
telling you, that's where my
Every
head
time.
went.
Yeah, I'm
like
going to keep doing it, too.
It's a bait and switch. Like,
Every week.
commit to the bit at least once, right?
All right.
Exactly.
Next week, I'll do My Name is Tonus. You got me.
Tonus. Tone
But
15.
you won't know what comes out when. That's just the fun of the game,
Yeah,
right?
no fucking clue. You're right. Because if it's a OG app, then it's already done. So probably won't happen next week.
There's
But
canned episodes that we recorded 2 months ago. We don't know when they're coming out.
I don't even remember what I said.
I don't either. And that's
Hmm.
the fun part. Like, before we release it, you edit it and then we listen to it. And it's like, oh, yeah.
This is fun. Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
there were no like current event topics in there because they would have been a quarter old.
True.
It's partially why we shy away from those, right? I mean, not completely. We'll talk about them in a broad sense, but it's the really niche stuff that made sense that week doesn't make sense 3 weeks later.
That's true. We used to do a lot of like current event stuff back in the day, right? Like,
Lots of it.
we
Yeah,
were
the 2
dropping.
hour
All we
episode.
had. That's all we had.
That's what I was going to say. That's all we
There's
had.
nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Fucking pandemic. Although outreach was on fire because everyone was at home. So
There's a lot of outreach.
the
Yeah.
silver lining was great.
Well, you made reference to it in the Band Vantage episode, Nate. Like, you listened to the old episode, but you couldn't even finish it because we went for 2 hours
Oh,
talking
I
about
know.
current events.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh my God, we're 45 minutes in. We're not even in the segment yet. As a listener, even though I should be biased because I'm part of the pod, but this is getting a little stale for a second here.
It's that quote: "If you can't appreciate me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best." Or
Exactly.
100%.
the reverse.
If
Yeah,
you can't appreciate us at our hour and 40, you don't deserve our 45.
there you go. Exactly.
Done and done. All right. So tonight we had the boys from Trawl. And if you've listened to us for any stretch or even a handful of episodes in the last couple, 150, maybe 200, we had original music that was made for us for the podcast, probably, I don't know, a handful of episodes in, 15, 20, 30 episodes in. But then we asked the Trawl boys to make it. So you've heard them before. Now they've got new music coming. We decided it was time to have them back. It's been almost 2 years, which is way too long.
We always say we think of time in music. I think of time in pod episodes too.
Yep.
100%.
And when we looked back, it was August 2024. I couldn't believe it.
Long time. Too long.
Yeah, especially because it's not like there's no correspondence. Like, you just, like Tony said in the app, like, you hung out during their practice like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we tag them in posts every Monday when we put out episodes because they are what you just heard coming into this intro. So new music, actually, if you're listening to this day of or week of release, new song on Friday, June 26th called Strigoi. They've got an EP that they're finishing up, putting the finishing touches on that's going to come out later this year, mid-fall probably, hopefully. And they're playing a single release show at Blue in Portland, Maine. So if you're local, you listen to us, you're here in Maine, come hang out with us. It's July 10th. We'll be there too. It's Friday, July 10th at Blue.
Friday night in the Old Port in the summer. Tickets are very reasonable.
Can't beat it.
We'll be there. Yeah.
I'll be there handing out stickers.
We do love the Trawl boys. We're stoked to have finally gotten Seth and Sean back on. And we love Justin and Adam too. Justin guitars, Adam drums. So we're excited for you guys to hear their new music. We've heard it, some of it, and it's awesome. And later this week, new song. But let's get into the convo right now.
All right, we are back with Sean and Seth from Trawl. How you doing? How you feeling, gentlemen?
What's up, guys? Doing great.
What's happening, boys?
This is the old, like, we just chatted for a half hour, but we're going to do the damn thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the stuff we just talked about was off the record. We can't tell anybody about any of it until it's
Oh,
real.
yeah.
But yeah,
Sworn to secrecy.
now we're going to talk about some stuff that is real.
Yeah, but we got to do that. We got to get back into the flow of things. It's been a minute since we've been on the pod, and being friends, we got to reconnect because it's been a minute since we've hung out and talked. So it was good to get a good 45 minutes of shooting the shit before we actually lay down the tracks.
You're on the pod every week because you guys are our
Yes.
theme music.
Oh, that's right.
That's true.
That is
That's a
true.
good
That
point.
is true. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
every morning we post our episode and we tag you guys. What's your reaction? It's like, oh, fuck, we're tagged again. Or it's like, oh, shit, another banging episode. Let's go.
No, I love it. Like it's we're always. I mean, like I listen every week, honestly, and it's cool. I think about that. I'm like, what's funny is of all the music that we've made and released and recorded and released, probably the theme song has been heard more times than, you know, anything that we've put out there, because you guys have done so many huge episodes with, you know, awesome guests and things like that. So like, it's an honor. It's honestly an honor. So
It's because of that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
They're here
Thank
for
you.
Trawl.
I mean,
So
I'll definitely take the credit for that. I'm a couple weeks behind just because my drive to work is not that friggin' long. It's only like 10 minutes, so I don't get to burn through like the hour episodes, but I'm like a couple weeks back.
Well, catch up. You've got time.
I'm working on it. Yeah. Well, if I didn't have to record a podcast tonight, I might have listened to some going to bed.
Well,
No, but it's good when I see that little notification in the old Facebook. It's like, okay, cool. The boys got back into it. You know, another episode, something to look forward to later on in the week, or you know, in the following week. I got some traveling to do coming up soon personally, so I'll have a few hours to kill, which is nice to have a podcast that I can guarantee I will listen to every second of. And yeah, that's a good notification to see every Monday from, you know, the bleak world that is Facebook.
yeah, fair enough.
The best part is you guys know all the inside jokes too.
It's
all
true.
the in
That's
real
true.
time drinks, all that good
Real-time
stuff.
We've already been drinking. It's been a half hour of shooting the shit. We've had four
I
Arnold
know. We
Palmer
need to go get
spiked
another
then.
one.
I mean, like you said, it's us hanging out pre. It's almost like Thanksgiving Eve. We got to kick it a little bit, you know.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
What was the one a few weeks ago? It was like through fresh eyes or with fresh ears, and you guys were doing the slow mo.
Yeah,
was-
I've been having
I-
fun with that.
I lost it. That was great.
Yeah, I like to do that. That's fun. It doesn't take me very long. I mean, I'm novice plus, I think, when it comes to putting that stuff together. So
It's
it's
perfect.
fun to do it.
So I was going to do a little trivia here. When was the last time you think you guys were both on? Like what year, what month?
All right.
'Cause
I'm
it's
gonna
been a minute,
say-
Jeez.
I think it was before Tempest came out.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe it was like early to middle 2023.
I was gonna say close like August 23.
Close. August 24.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
all
that's
right.
not bad though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
wow,
on.
so it was right before
2 years
Tempest.
together.
Yeah. Nice.
We've seen you guys in the flesh
Yeah.
since then. I was at
Yeah.
practice a couple weeks back, so
Yeah.
we don't just
talking
like
about
ignore them
practice?
for 2 years.
Talking about practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
But before we get into all that's going on in the Trawl world, I have a game for you guys.
All right.
'Cause you guys are always fun to play a
Nice.
game with, and you've heard band name Real or Fake. We're
Yes.
bringing
Oh,
band name
no.
Real or Fake back, and I'm adding a little twist: band
Ooh.
name Real or Fake or AI bullshit.
Oh,
Ooh,
damn.
that's the twist.
Okay.
There was a twist teaser, and that's the twist.
It's not AI bullshit. It's AI slop. That's
Or
what you see in the
slop, yeah.
comments.
Whatever you'd like to call it.
AI slop.
Slop.
What do they call? Wait, what are they calling those people? Clankers or something like that?
Yeah,
That's the
clankers.
term for. Yeah, there you go.
So
Or,
it's band name Real Fake or Clanker. I should
or
guess.
clanker.
Yeah, that
There
one.
you go. Bam.
Sweet.
That's when is that when a song like sucks? It's a clanker.
No, it's what they're calling the robots.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a little. It
Clankers,
could be a
man.
little offensive. I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna bust this game out again, but with the twists. So
All right. Cool.
this is where
Cool,
if you're new to the game we played in the past, I have either come up with a band name, made it up myself, it's a real band name, or it's an AI artist. And I did some extensive research to find out, extensive Google a little bit, whatever. But I did some extensive research to find out where these fall, and I made up some. So
Nice.
you're all gonna have to. I'll give the band name, and then all four of you will guess.
Okay.
Love it.
Is there
Let's
a
go.
flogging Harry in there? No, I was kidding.
Flogging Harry might be in
YouTube's
there.
original name.
Yeah, Flogging Harry is not in there.
you know.
All right, first one, Pound Garden.
I'm
This
with
just
Gotta
sounds
be
like some.
fucking
I mean,
Yeah, it's got to be fake because that
It has to
sounds
be
like
fake.
some weird like porn fucking version of Soundgarden.
Pound
Like this-
Sand and Soundgarden
Yeah,
combined.
Pound Garden. It's a fucking porn version of Soundgarden.
Either that or like a bad cover band. Yeah.
So
that's
Sean says
true.
fake, Anthony says fake,
Yeah,
Seth
it's
says
fake.
fake, Nate.
I went fake right
It's
initially.
fake.
Yeah.
I made that one up. Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
All right. Thank God. Thank God.
I'd slap somebody if that was actually their band name. Jesus. Soundgarden.
They're opening the Trawl record release. What?
Number 2, Meat Lightning.
Oh,
man.
Oh, dude,
What
that's
the-
fake.
Meat lightning.
I think that's the AI slop. I think that's AI slop.
I agree. Yeah, slop.
That's a good call because it's just like, yeah,
It's so
just,
goofy,
like,
it just doesn't make sense.
intentionally goofy enough where someone's probably trying to make it a thing. Yeah.
It's AI slop. You're correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
Woo. 2 for 2.
Nice.
Was it MEAT or MEET?
MEAT.
Oh, that's
Oh,
AI slop. Yeah.
AI
all
slop.
that.
Yeah.
It'd have been funnier if it was MEET, because like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, the AI did not get that one correct.
Right.
Homonyms. Yeah.
Next
Homonyms.
one, corn stars
Fake.
Fake.
With a C or K?
with a C
Porn stars.
and a Z.
I'm gonna say real.
I think it's real. I think it's real.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say fake.
It's fake. I made that one up.
Damn.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
I figured somebody throwing a Z in there. They're getting, yeah, we're getting urban in with this, you know.
When I hear that, I think like MySpace era,
Yeah.
like
Well, the
Trying
Z
to make it
too,
cool.
right?
You're trying to be from
Yeah.
the streets, and it's like, eh.
Yeah.
Are you though?
You grew up in Falmouth. Come on.
From the streets.
The mean streets of Yarmouth.
Like that meme. I need to get out of this fucking town. It's a band from like Huntington Beach. It's like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it's like the best town in America. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, the beach is so hard on you.
It's
Fucker.
72 and sunny again. Fuck this place. All right, next one. Beef Masters.
Ooh, maybe
Real.
Real. Yeah.
Say real.
is there a fourth category of like random dude's YouTube channel?
I mean, there's probably a Beef Masters YouTube channel as well. Probably somebody who's just doing brisket in Texas or some shit. But yeah,
I'm also calling like Stoner Doom. I'm feeling like a Stoner Doom
what
band.
do you think, Twan?
I'm thinking AI slop, but I would wear a T-shirt. Beef Master.
It's
Well,
real,
100%.
and I think they were a grunge psychedelic rock from Texas, Seth, in the 90s.
Boom. Nice.
Beef. So how did you come across that? How'd you even
I just was Googling stuff.
Google? Wait,
Tony
what were you
Tony
doing?
got some shirts coming. Don't you worry.
All right, next up, Kathleen Turner Overdrive.
Ooh.
Oh, I
That's
think
got to
that's
be real. It's too creative.
I
that's
think that's
real.
AI slop.
That's like a yeah. That's a real band. I think.
I'm gonna go real, I think. as
It's
well.
a real band.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, next one here. Let's go. Chrismic Music.
Christmas music.
Fake.
That's fake. You made that shit up. I don't know how you figured
I'm
it
saying
out.
it's.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's
I-
AI Christmas music.
yeah, it's AI.
It's
Gotta
AI.
be.
It's AI.
Yep,
All right.
it's AI slop. Yep.
It's just way too terrible.
Oh, here's a good one. Philly Bill and the Backhoe Gang.
Damn.
I'm going real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going real on that
I
too.
bet you they throw fucking down.
yeah. Yeah. That sounds real. It's too specific.
I made that one up.
Nice.
Shit.
Oh,
I
wow.
made that one up. Yep.
I was gonna say they throw fucking down. Tony's like, nah.
Oh, dude, get that domain
What was
now.
it? What was it? Philly Bill.
Philly Bill and the Backhoe Gang.
Nice.
Yep.
I feel like that's like
They
thrash
definitely throw
grass.
down. Yeah, they definitely throw down. I'm sure.
Yeah.
From Fitchburg, Mass.
From Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Thrash grass from Fitchburg.
Ball
Mass.
River.
That's where my dad grew up.
Nice.
Pittsburgh.
Coming
yeah.
from the dirty Situate.
All right, next one here. Christopher Friend. Christopher is Offer.
It's real.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say real.
Real.
AI slop.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, AI
I
slop.
figured that was just somebody being, bougie with their name, trying to
Yeah.
get fancy.
Yep. It's AI being bougie with their name, trying to get fancy. So
I get that. Yeah.
Sneaking one past us.
yeah, that's the goal, right? All right. Godzilla in the Kitchen.
I hope it's real.
I pray that it's real.
Fourth category, new Trawl album name.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's a likely title. It's
It's
yeah.
probably already in our
It's in the
titles and
mix.
stuff.
It's in the short list for the next one.
That is a real band.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
wow.
amazing.
All right, I got two more here. Let's go. I wrestled a bear once. All one word.
Oh,
Real.
that's Courtney LaPlante.
Yeah,
a real
that's
band. It's a real
Courtney.
band. It's a
Yeah.
real band.
Oh, wow.
Spirit
Nice.
Box.
Spirit Box,
That's her
yeah.
old.
The fucking Cake album, the one with the cake on it, I fucking love that album. I have a shirt too. It's a werebear from them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
I don't know
lowercase,
what.
one word.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, and last but not least, let's go orgasm, but it's with a V.
Real.
Ooh.
How- Orgasm with the V.
ORGAVSM.
Yeah, that
That's real.
seems real. There was like a whole trend of people replacing
Yeah,
letters with V's. And I also feel like it's industrial. I don't know why. I feel like it's industrial.
And from Iceland.
Yeah.
AI slop, and there's like 3 different orgasms spelled that way. Weird.
Ah, damn.
Hey, do you guys remember the movie Orgasmo?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, great
I
movie.
do.
Was that a trauma movie? Is that what that was? That a trauma film?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't remember.
That was a while ago when I saw that last.
That was band name real or fake, or AI bullshit, AI slop, fake stuff, whatever. That was what that was. That was a new version of that game, and now I have more work to do
Yeah.
next time we play it. All right, let's get into it, boys. Let's talk about what's going on in the world, the Trawlverse, the Trawliverse.
So it's been 2 years. So since we last had you on, you had when was the last EP? When did the last EP come out?
October of 2024.
24. Yep.
So
Oh shit! So you guys
Yeah.
are on like a 1.5, 2 year release cycle, right?
yeah, and this is actually the longest it's been since we released Shark Pinata back in 2021, because we had 4 years, 4 EPs in a row, and then now we've had this like year and a half. So it feels kind of weird for us. We feel like we're a little behind our normal schedule. Really what happened is after we released Tempest in the fall of 24, we felt like we really didn't have enough gigs to support it before we'd start the cycle again and starting to write and record. So 2025 was really the year of shows. We just booked shows. We didn't
It was our biggest year of shows. Like
Yeah.
we took a ton of shows on, and it was mostly just to give Tempest a real shot, to give it out there into the world. And honestly, I feel like we played some of our better shows that in the last year and a half, where we put our asses on the line and did the thing and just tried to make some waves happen. And that was, I think, what we really focused on. And then we realized, I want to say we realized right around August or June of last year, we're like, oh crap, it's going to be a year soon. We should probably start writing some new stuff. We kind of started playing with it, but we still focused on shows. I want to say we did something like 60 shows. I can't remember.
That's
I know
a lot. Wow.
Seth knows what we had.
No, we did quite a few shows. It wasn't that many, but yeah, and to get deeper, it was really, I was talking to you guys offline, saying essentially that whole wave of, bigger tours that were happening where they needed local openers had sort of stopped for a little while because all the bigger bills that had been going out were fully packaged. So honestly, for us, 2025 was also about sort of establishing or reestablishing post, pandemic, like our own shows, being the headliner and booking a full bill of opening bands, or, putting ourselves, somewhere in the middle, whatever worked for whatever night we were doing. And, finding the venues that would have us, finding some sustainability for ourselves in terms of like being able to book different places and being able to kind of keep ourselves going, and building the sort of merch machine and trying to get ourselves to a point where we had the money to go and record again and make another EP, which is a little easier when you're doing bigger shows. It's a little harder when you're doing smaller shows. So I think part of that busyness was really also trying to create that nest egg again so that we could go back and record. So
When you're playing, you said you're playing the songs off the last EP. Is there moments, since you're playing so much live, that you're like, I kind of wish I did this different, and you kind of get inspired, maybe like take those ideas in the live set? You said like close to 60 shows, and then save that for later, call it this coming EP.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that I've done in like going back to listen to like certain things like an SOS or Cell, and it's like, I probably should have done this a little differently here. Would have given me a bit of a break to do something else, or the note would have done a different bend. And I take that as okay, learn from that and put it, like you said, to the next EP or the next LP or whatever, the next album. Try to remember what you want to do and what you might think of doing in the future, because that always comes up where it's like, okay, I do certain songs completely different than the first time I ever played it or the first time I recorded it, and it's like, well, I don't do that anymore because it doesn't work for me, or I I changed the way I do my breath now, so it's kind of harder for me to go back to that. So I definitely do take things and go, okay, we've done Majesty. I don't know, we've probably played it a few hundred times, for shows and practices, maybe 1,000 for practices included. But I've definitely changed the way I hit my notes and where I'm hitting like my breaths as a singer to make sure I'm hitting the correct note and the length of a note if it's a long note or something. So I've been working on that just to try to, because when you record behind the scenes that not a lot of people see, sometimes people think, oh, you just run through the song and you sing it and you got to do retake. Like we do, like most people do it. Like, all right, let's hit the verses. Like, let's get those banged out. Here's verse one. All right. And then,
I've never thought about this, Sean, and we're all
Really?
geeks here. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the way we record is, for me at least, like we'll go in, Seth, Adam, Justin, they all have their stuff done. They're like, here's the song. And I'm like, okay. So I'll take my lyrics. I'll do like a dry run through it. And that's usually when Seth comes in. He goes, what are you feeling? Him and I'll give him my lyrics and we kind of pass notes back and forth. And then when it comes time to record, he's like, how are you feeling? Do you have any notes that you want to talk about? We'll kind of get that out of the way. And it's like, all right, let's hit the first verse. The verses are the easiest, they're not necessarily the most, the hook's there, but it's not fully developed yet. So we'll hit the verses and it's literally like verse 1, 2, 3. All right, well, I don't want to do the choruses yet because I got this bridge. I really want to make sure I have a good voice and, so we'll do that part next. And then we'll go back and do the choruses. And all right, well, let's double this one. And like, I like this scream, but I think I can do it longer. Or, you know what, that note too nasally. Let's redo it. And we kind of bounce all around. And then, like, first verse, I'll go in, I'll hit it. One of the new songs, it was the last song we recorded. And we're like, all right. So we're all sitting there. Adam was sitting at his drums. Seth was in the doorway and Justin was at the control panel. And they hit record. I did the first verse and Seth goes, well, I ain't got any fucking notes. That was perfect.
Nice.
And it's
Mic
like,
drop.
okay. Yeah, it's just, he's like, sometimes there's just a Sean thing and you let Sean do Sean things and all of a sudden you don't need to do it. That's it. That's exactly what we needed to hear. And I mean, we went through the whole song and there was bits and pieces that were like, okay, I think you have a better one there, but you're not even at, you're in the ballpark. You're actually on the batting circle. You just need to move to the box. Like you're right there. It's not that far.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing to do is so I kind of stand in the doorway between the control room and where Sean is in the live room. And I'm like literally listening with one ear in the control room and one ear in the live room. And just like, I love to kind of help give notes. If I hear like performance thing, I'm like, I think you got a better one, or that's amazing. I'm kind of the empath life coach, like just try to keep everything positive and going. And I love that part of it. And I love, working with Sean. And we've been doing this now. The two of us. So Trawl just hit 8 years in June. So
Happy birthday.
thank
You're
you.
entering
Yay.
second grade.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy.
Mentally
legacy.
too, yes.
Mentally, I'm there. Mentally, I'm here.
But I think the other thing too, vocally, even we do this with guitar parts too and stuff. It's like intensity matching. You're like, okay, I'm in the mindset of doing verses, and they're all at a certain sort of, intensity. It's easier to kind of do the rest of those before you move on to screams, or you move on to something that's like a lot more intense. And then you always want to do screams last because it's the biggest chance you're going to blow your voice. You don't want to start
100%.
there. So.
Oh, there's been times
Yeah.
where I've gone in to get a little bit of extra crispy on the voice. It's like, all right, let's hit the scream. Just in the dry run, I'll hit the scream real hard, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's some gravel there now, which is what I wanted on the verse. So let's go now.
It's nice that you know how to do that at this point too, and having worked together, the two of you at least for 8 years, and Justin's been with the band for how long now?
Just over 5 years.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
Adam
like
for a
almost
couple
6.
too, right?
Yeah,
3?
and then
Yeah.
3, almost 4.
Yeah,
So
so you get some consistency with the lineup, which is great, and you can definitely hear it in the songs. And we've listened to a couple. You've sent us a few, and this is coming out the Monday before the single drops. So buckle up. Song is fucking awesome. I'm stoked.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
some people may have heard it with Face Melter, right? He played it.
Yep.
Yes,
just
he
did it.
did.
So when we're recording this, it was just this past Saturday, so a couple days ago. He played it, and then on Facebook, he was like, I love the track. You guys are always great musicians who come out with some really fun stuff to listen to. So the track's called Strigoi. I'll just come out and say it. It's called Strigoi. It's about a Romanian folklore of a creature in their mythology that is kind of vampire, kind of zombie. And I have no idea where we came up with. I think Seth just named it Strigoi as a joke, like because we always send tracks back and forth in Dropbox, and I think that was like a jokey name that we came up with.
But you kept it. That's the
Yeah,
fun
well,
shit.
it worked because sometimes Seth. Well, I'll be honest, Seth has done this before where he'll give me like a jokey name for a song, and then all of a sudden it's like, bitch, that's the name of the song now because I had something, but when you gave me insert, whatever it was, that pivoted me to and then all of a sudden the path was open, and this one was really fun to write, and especially fun to record because we got into it. We started having fun with different things that we wanted to try, and the very end we decided to throw in some Romanian language because we're speaking about a Romanian creature of the night that's in their folklore, and I was like, we got to do something fun here. Like it just needs something else. And we were like, oh, well, what's Romanian for this? And then we went in and we did a whole, like the whole kind of bridge part has Romanian hidden underneath me singing. So I sing something and then I say something in Romanian and then I do it again. And it was like, that was kind of cool where we tried something new where we'd never done it before, where we put a foreign language that I do not speak. I really hope I didn't insult somebody's grandmother or something in Romanian, but like we tried to have fun with it, and it was like, okay, that sounds really cool, and I will never be able to hear that song without that part underneath it. It fit so perfectly.
But we expect it live now.
I do it live.
Nice.
There you go.
I do get it in there. It is a bit of a trog through just because there's a lot of breath I have to control there to hit English, Romanian, English, Romanian, English, Romanian, scream, scream, scream.
It's like a call and response part, so you don't have much breath to kind of go in between. So you're
Well, the artwork makes sense now too. Now that I know the backdrop.
Is that
Nice.
a callback, Seth, to or Sean, to El Nino? I mean, obviously Christian Machado or whatever his name was for El Nino was, I think, Brazilian or Spanish. So I don't know if you remember that first record, El Nino. He would like go back and forth from speaking Spanish in one of
Oh,
those
that's right.
tracks, and I always thought that was sick.
I wish I could say yes, but that was just something we had fun with because again, like I really want to show respect to things, especially like, this is a culture's history. Like they believe in this and they still to this day there's still stories of Strigoi in their, their homeland, and it's like I don't want to insult them, and I wanted to try to bring some of them into this song. I'm not Romanian at all. I don't even think I have any blood from that area, but I wanted to try to give a little bit of respect. I mean, I can speak Latin. I can do a little bit of Russian. I know I've actually been learning Gaelga, which is the Irish language recently. I know a little bit of Mandarin because I lived with a Chinese family at one time, but like I wanted to just get something into this to bring it back to somebody. And if like they had a grandmother or great grandmother that told them about the Strigoi and then they hear the Romanian, like I want that to catch them, be like, oh yeah, that's, oh my God. And then, maybe it does bring something into them, but no, I love that first El Nino album. I know what you're talking about where he bounces English to Spanish, and yeah,
that's super cool.
I wish I could do that.
It makes me think of Puya too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah.
What you're telling me is that we're not that far away from you guys playing Europe and not Portland, Maine, like everybody else.
Yeah, we're
Pretty excited about
strictly
that.
like next year. There's no Portland shows. It's strictly UK and
Australia,
Europe.
yeah, everywhere but
Actually,
Portland,
we
Maine.
did post on Facebook, like as the band would do, like, hey, where do you want to see us come play? And we did have a fan say Glasgow, and I was like,
dope.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
that
would
is
throw
super cool.
down. I would be okay with that. They want to throw us 10 grand. We'll be there.
there you go. Let's go.
That's the guarantee. You heard it here first.
That's probably just how much it would take us to get off the
Yeah, you
ground.
lose
So
money at that.
plus, the Patio Slave Records, there, the management company we were trying to work with.
Nice.
We can revisit that.
Put a pin in that. Okay.
So I got to ask, 8 years in the game, is it easier to write or is it harder? Because like, is it easier in that I've worked with these motherfuckers for 8 years, or is it like, where do we start? Do we go back to this sound? Do we lean this way? I'm curious because, like, at least on the podcast front, I think it's easier.
It's interesting, and it kind of ties into the name of the EP. So, Like-Minded Monsters is going to be the EP that the single comes from, and I think it means several things, but part of it is really to do with the four of us. When you've been playing music your whole adult life, you have thoughts, theories, tendencies, things that you want to see happen as a musician, and I think everyone individually brings all those things to writing music, which your experience can help you, or sometimes it can hinder you if you get in your own way. And I think, we all have a certain amount of mania for our own instrument, our own thing that we do. But we all, at the end of the day, have like the common goal of bringing it all together and making it cohesive and cool, and putting songs together that we think and hope people will enjoy. This one was fun to make. I think personally, I don't know what you think, Sean, because we haven't really talked about it much. This one was a little harder to make than the previous three, I think, or the previous four, actually. Sorry, this is the fifth one. So we took a little bit longer. We actually booted probably 3 or 4 songs that were ideas. We scrapped them. We said, nah, this isn't really working. This isn't really, and that had never really been a problem before. We never had sort of a surplus of material that we decided that just wasn't ready to make the cut. So I think this one was actually a little bit harder to make, but I think for it, we ended up with better songs overall. And, the hardest virtue of making music and doing this is patience. Having the patience to do it right and to not rush something out. And I think we all had to deal with patience a bit in this process because it wasn't going to come like super fast or easy. So we just had to say, okay, trust the process. So
so going back to the question, for me, it's always exciting to see what these guys come up with musically, because I don't think, trying to think back of if we've ever had anything, I don't believe so. Usually it's give me the music, I'll figure out what the story is going to be told, and every time it's something new. It's something, and like he said, we had some tracks. We had one that we are going to have our friend Andrew come in and sing on, and that one just it just wasn't coming together right. Like, Adam was not really happy with his drum parts. I had some vocals, but I wasn't really feeling what I had done. Melody wise, lyrically, I think I was in the right spot, but melody and whatnot, I was off. But like, we scrapped that, and that was like the good part was we were able to take those and go, okay, this one is not working. We're gonna put it off to the side. Maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe we'll tear it apart and put the verse into another song, and it becomes something different. But like, seeing what these guys were able to come up with, especially stuff like, we've been playing a couple of the tracks for a little bit now just because we wrote them forever ago. We wanted to get something new into the set list. And like the song The List is one that we worked on. Very Rage Against the Machine inspired song for myself. And we just kind of just had it come together so easily. And when it started to write, there was certain things happening in the world that really started to get under at least my skin. I'm sure the rest of the guys as well, but
definitely
I wrote this song and we laughed about it, and then we got angry with it, and then we got angrier with it, and then we recorded it, and it's very much angry. It's very much not apologetic, calling out certain things and saying things that will probably get me put on a no-fly list, but
don't do that. You're gonna go to Glasgow.
Yeah, Glasgow. Well, I can plan a boat. I can be on a boat. It's fine. But it was cool to see how they came up with like, oh, I like that. What is that? Do that again. Make that longer. Okay. And then like stuff like another track, Phoenix Under Glass. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and I have no idea where the song came from, who started it. But when it came together, and then I wrote these lyrics, and it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, it just flowed into this thing, and we all looked at each other like, what the hell are we doing? Like we're hitting the stride together so much smoother than before. And it was like, oh, that song, like Phoenix in the Glass, I think took us like 3 practices, and we had it
Yeah, that one
basically kind of
came
set.
together quick. And I love songs that come together that way. And that's currently right now my favorite Sean song. I love, lyrically, your delivery, awesome. I can't wait to release that one.
We sent the Patio Slave guys, all of you out there in Patio Slave land. We sent those guys the list, Strigoi, and Phoenix Under Glass to listen to. So
Well, they
they'll
know
tell
that
ya.
we leaked them.
No, okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
already on the
I figured,
internet,
yeah.
bro.
We
They're
put
out
it on
there.
our
Did Seth
Discord.
get you the single?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
the
go.
single album covers.
Yeah, they're out
Sweet,
there.
perfect,
It's on the dark web.
cool. Is Napster still up?
It's on
out there
Napster. Yeah,
It's on Napster,
I
sweet.
labeled it Slipknot, but yeah, it's on
They're-
Napster.
Cool,
It's on my
perfect,
Kazaa. It's
So
on
it'll
my-
do better then.
We're actually gonna make like $1 finally.
Sweet. I'm kind of fine with that. Like if people think it's no, I'm just kidding.
And actually, he misspelled it. It's lips knot.
Yeah, exactly. Slap nuts.
Sweet.
Slap knots. There you go.
Nice.
Real or fake?
But it's cool that you guys took your time this time. I think that and not that the other stuff is bad. We've been fans from the jump really since we reconnected in 2020. But to have, a little bit more thought put into it, a little bit more work and time to kind of ruminate with stuff, I feel like you hear that when you're listening to it. Like there was not more care, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things that needed a little bit more time to turn into the diamond.
Well, like Seth said, we had songs that kind of they were there. They were gonna be on the EP, and then we're like, it's just not working. It's not. It wasn't gelling with the other tracks, and like going with the title "Like-Minded Monsters," that kind of helped me create some of the stories for each of the songs, and I feel like that took us to a place where we could all together come to say, okay, this one's in, this one's in, this one's not quite there, so it can't be in. We'll save it for later. Maybe it's on a B-sides, and taking that thought process of Like-Minded Monsters, and Seth and I talk offline, away from the band all the time about weird stuff, comic books and magic and all this stuff, and it's like
Godzilla in the kitchen.
Yeah, Godzilla.
Hey, you're talking with us.
Yeah, and it was like, what do you think of this? I was like, I really like that title. I think that title will fit very well, and that kind of got me onto the path because I think at that point we had The List and Autumn in a Car, were two songs. Were the only two we had done, and it was like, okay, well, if I think about this, The List is very much about the political monster we all deal with in the world, whether it's good, bad, whatever.
It's bad.
And then Autumn, it's bad, 100%. Autumn in a Car is very much the human monster, like watching parents dissolve a relationship from the point of view of a child and seeing like that's my mom and dad. Now they fucking hate each other and they're fucking vicious towards each other. And my dad's, and it's like, and I know Seth has gone through like parents separating and other people have too. And it was like,
Totally.
What does the child who's old enough to recognize this isn't good, but not necessarily know why it's not good, what are they feeling and seeing? So that's the human monster. And then I was like, okay, we got to have something. We got to bring the Trawl back into this because Trawl were always good at making goofy shit. And that's when we came up with something like Strigoi, which was, yeah, let's just write something about a Romanian monster. I don't think any of us have Romanian blood in us. And we were just like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool. That was it.
Love
it's
that.
like Omega Rock 6. It's like, yeah, it's sharks in space.
You know what I love is the EP approach. Because
yeah, that's cool.
Think about it. If you're listening right now, your favorite band, their last couple albums, there's probably a good EP in there. It's not a great album. It's a good EP. You know what I mean? Like, think about it.
Yeah.
That's funny too, because we tell ourselves every time, or at least I say, like, I really want to do an album, but then when we get to it,
well, no, this one started out as an LP. Like we had enough songs. We were gonna do like 8 or 9 songs, and
yeah, but we decided that we'd rather, go quality over quantity, especially, because there's always a budget. There's always like, okay, what can we do and still have enough money to also promote it and also buy merch and everything, because we're trying to do it as lean as we can, and what songs are people really going to be excited about, and what songs excite us the most first and foremost. Like, you know, and sometimes you can just tell, like the ones that were, you know, playing in our set before we record it. I know those are, you know, and then you start to get some reactions. We always say that it's like not a song until you play it out live. So a lot of these we, you know, we try it out live a few times before we recorded them. I think there's one or two that we didn't, but you know, it's always an interesting litmus test when you start to get a little bit of feedback and like, hey, what was that thing you played? Okay, cool. Like, and you can kind of sometimes the thing you think is gonna take off and be awesome. People are like, that no, it just didn't really hit as hard as
it definitely,
you know. So
it definitely feels like you stubbed your toe when you're like, okay, I'm excited about this. I'm excited, and then you play it, and people are like, so that other song you played, and you're like, I
yeah.
really was hoping.
But it's good though. It's all good feedback.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
no
want
more
to hear
real
that, but
feedback. Yeah,
it's okay to hear that.
We've heard that a ton over the course of 6+ years and 200+ band interviews. That sometimes that just is the way it is. It's like the thing that you think is going to hit doesn't always go that way, and then this other thing over here that you obviously spent a bunch of time on and tried to make really good too, but you weren't sure if it would hit, goes crazy. It's wild.
That makes me think of the interview you guys did with the Hawthorne Heights, Ohio's for Lovers. Like that was like the last song they recorded.
It's like
am
the
I right?
8th song on the record. And it was the last song they recorded. Yeah, it's crazy.
Nowhere near the like. I've always said track 3, 4, 5. That's the money slot for the singles is 3, 4, 5 somewhere in that region, and that was track 8. Like that was not even that was an afterthought of an afterthought, and then it was the biggest fucking song in the world. So yeah, you never know what's gonna hit, and like Seth was saying, it's we just try to have fun with it, and if it hits, it hits, and us being able to take our time and choose what we put on this, because the last 4 EPs were like, okay, here's the 5 or 6 songs, that's all we have, and this one was like, okay, we've got 9, like that one we never even finished writing, so let's just clearly table that one. These other 2, let's play with them. Like we have one track that's recorded ish. I think we did a rough tracks of it, and it has potential, but I don't think it would have fit on this album.
Yeah,
because of what we did, how we got there. I mean, a couple of the other tracks, like we have a song called 140 Piccadilly. It's definitely a departure from what we normally do. And when we kind of when we wrote it, I was like, okay. And recording it, I was like, okay, this is definitely, it feels weird for me, but at the same time, it wouldn't fit on any other album we did. And I don't think it would fit on any future albums. I think this is the perfect spot for it because the subject matter and just the style of what we did was not normal for, what phases we're in.
Got a little bit of corrosion of conformity or like Clutch Space Grass. It's got a bit more of that sort of thing to it, which is something we really haven't quite done before. We've dabbled in things that sound a little like Clutch with like Omega Rock 6 or songs that have a shuffle because, John Paul Gaster is amazing at playing shuffle songs. And so and Adam is great at playing shuffle songs.
Yeah.
So,
I think Piccadilly also has a little bit of a, like that stoner doom metal where it's a little slower.
Yeah.
And we've never even tried to do that, even though we all listen to a lot of that kind of stuff, outside of the band. And it was like, it was neat to try stuff new, but it was also like, can we make this work on the album? This one, no. This one, yes. And I think we came up with a good 6 tracks that are they're gonna be fun. I appreciate every one of them. We've got, again, the Trawl goofiness is in it all over the place. Piccadilly is about Dracula's neighbor from the Bram Stoker book. It's literally his neighbor, and all he's doing is like, why does this place smell so bad all of a sudden? And like, why are there bodies next to this guy's shed? Like, I hope those are Halloween decorations. I really could do.
So I gotta ask, who came up with that idea?
Well, that's all Sean.
Of course, I knew.
Yeah,
I knew that. Fucking
yeah. Well, again, I have a lot of free time. Not really, but when these guys come up with stuff, I was like, "What is this song doing?" And the way it's like, it's honestly, it's one of the weirder written built songs for us because I think it's almost a full minute into the song before I even sing a single word. Like it's a really big, fun intro. and then it drops into this bass driven thing that just is weird. And when I got to it, I was like, okay, what is this story telling me? And again, sticking with the like-minded monsters. So each song has something different and it's a different monster. This one, I was just like, you know what? We did a vampire zombie thing, like the Romanian Strigoi. But what about Dracula? Like I try to write when we get an idea, like a concept, I try to put it in the ball and just kind of shuffle it around and see if I can get it to work. And I was like, well, I really don't want to write a vampire song because I'm sure there's like 10 billion vampire songs. But what about his neighbor that's just stuck dealing with his shit? Like he constantly has to go, man, there's fucking blood under the fence again. Like, hey, Al, can you not do this near my fence? Like my dog's been rolling in that shit and he smells. We got to give him a bath every day. Please stop. So that's kind of where I took it, was like, what is the neighbor of Dracula having to deal with when he's, he's got to work. He's got to get up. He's got to go into his office. He's got to do, let's say he's a tax assessor. So he's got to sit there, or an accountant, and he's just got to be stuck doing numbers. And then he comes home and he's like, what the hell is that putrid smell? And you look next door through the fence and he sees like an arm sticking up out of the ground. And he's like, nope, I'm just going to go get dinner and I'm not going to say anything. I'll leave this to the HOA. They can take care of this shit. And that's kind of where I got
in violation of the HOA. Clearly.
This is the Trawl X Factor.
It's something.
It kind of, when we were talking earlier about, sort of like working titles for songs and coming up with the idea, it's usually we're at practice and, we have most of the music written, and then Sean comes in, he starts singing and he starts getting sort of ideas. What is this song trying to tell me? And I like that you use your instinct on, I don't think you ever come to the table with like, I want to write a song about X. You usually come to the table and say, what is this song trying to tell me it wants to, what's the subject matter? And then once you start saying words, something catches in my brain. And then that working title is usually something, me trying to be conscientious and saying, it's something in this realm.
Yeah, you're in the ballpark. Yeah. And that's the thing. You're right. I do not want to be like, I'm writing a song about squirrels today. No, that doesn't.
Yeah.
It would have to have a very specific thing that means I have to force you and Adam and Justin into, okay, here's the mold. Watch your head. Get in there. Now get ready to be injected into, and there you go. I'd rather you guys give me something that's like, I don't know, Creature. The song we haven't mentioned is called Creature Walks Among Us. And Seth just named it that because I had something that was kind of weird, and it ended up being the whole song's about the creature from the Black Lagoon. That's it.
That's fucking sick.
Up there on my poster.
We had this huge thing and we're like, oh, yeah. And Seth called it Creature Walks Among Us. And I was like, well, what is the creature that walks among us? And then I realized, I think it's the third Creature from the Black Lagoon film is actually called The Creature Walks Among Us. And I went, there it is. So I just I watched the movie a bunch of times and just kind of pulled some ideas from it, molded it, and then went, hopefully this doesn't suck.
No, it's really cool. Yeah.
Did you ever think about writing about the creature's neighbor?
that was the Piccadilly. No, I wanted this one to actually be about this. So creature is actually more along the lines of people trying to hunt the creature.
Oh, okay.
And so
the lagoon is black again. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Why? There's dead bodies.
Yeah, who's the real monster? The creature or the people? It's kind of that whole
that
thing.
So mentioning like the song Phoenix, that's kind of a really twisted take on Jekyll and Hyde because of the way the lyrics come out. The verses are like a dual tone vocal track. We did some distortion on it so that it sounds really messed up, and then the choruses are very clean. So it's kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of back and forth going throughout the song.
We hadn't really talked about that one, so that's the first time hearing this. So that's pretty cool. Yeah,
breaking news.
I love that. No, that's fun because that's like it's not just we wrote a song. It's we did this on purpose, and this is why we're doing it, and the themes are there, and I love getting the breakdown of how all that stuff works because I could just put it on and listen to it and be like, yeah, I like it, or no, I don't. But now I have way more appreciation for it. And when I hear it again, I'll have more appreciation for it than I did when I listened to it this morning.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the framework. Basically, what I got from that is like, okay, it's like Pictionary. Here's like just a word. Everyone write their ideas down, and we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's funny that way because I think that's the one thing that we've consistently done is just it's a little bit random in that way. I don't know what we're gonna write the next song about, and I don't think Sean does either, or either any of the other guys. Like
I mean, I used to have lyric books. I have not written a new lyric, and I don't know how long, because I just wait for these guys. I wait for that opportunity to go, what mad scientific crazy bullshit that these three guys come up with, and what can I tell with this? Like, what story is hidden in the verses and the choruses? And honestly, it's super fun because I never know, like you said, Nate, it could be anything. It's fiction. Like, what's your idea? Well, Seth had this idea because I said, something about a catamaran, so it's about ships or something, and that's kind of, and then it'll start to either get traction or, yeah, it slipped and went the other way and went, oh, we found what it is. It's over here now instead of the path we were on. We were close, but it just had to find its way. And that's the best part for me is it's always something new. I can always guarantee they're going to write something fun, and I get to just do weird shit on the top of it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, Seth. So like you, Adam, and Justin, any time where you have the music
Mhm.
and you present it to Sean, and Sean's idea is just beyond too far beyond.
There's been a few times
And you had to shut it down.
but like I don't know. We mostly
I don't know if you've necessarily shut it down. You've definitely, again, pointed me in a better direction, like steered me back in here. But
we had one song that was just going to be exclusively about cheese that ended up not
Count
happening.
me in.
But
the cheese tariffs, man, come on.
cheese tariffs, yeah. It was in parentheses fuzzy shadows.
Yeah, fuzzy shadows. It was about because my 13-year-old son was helping me write the song, and then we were laughing about the dog needing her cheese tax every time she needs treats. And
Yeah.
at one point, the lyrics actually had something like "You feel so Gouda." I basically tried to get as many types of cheese written into the lyrics, and I think I want to say it had like 17 at one point. It was really weird stuff. Like I was getting into like head cheeses and like different variations of blue cheese.
So that one turned into another song, which I was like, okay, this concept is a little bit more trawl, and not that the cheese one wasn't, but I felt like it was going in a direction where I'm like, I don't know about the cheese song.
Sounds like I'm shutting that shit down.
No one was sure about the cheese song because when I started writing in Gouda and Brie, and I think there was like, you got to be a sharp cheddar head or something like that. Like the lyrics were starting to get real bad.
Well, it's good that you're open to moving back towards the goal, not just
100%.
going down the cheese rabbit hole.
Dude, I did, man. I went down hard. I was into stuff like, French cheeses and like different alpine regions have a different way of. I was deep.
Camembert with me, guys. I got this.
Alpine Swiss, baby.
Trust me, it's gonna work. Trust me.
I don't want to go this provolone.
There it is, right there. See,
Cheese puns.
I think that was a line I had to.
Call me next time you want to write a song about cheese.
All right, gotcha.
Wait,
Speed dial set up.
Ghostwriter tone. Music consultant.
nice.
No, that's cool. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, Nate, Tony, and I, we've never been in a band, but there's parts of it where I think it would be easier. Then there's elements where it's like, I'm out of ideas, guys. Like, I'm out. I'm tapped. We've done that already. You know what I mean? So, like, what's this? This is fifth EP?
Fifth EP. Yep.
Ideas still coming fresh. Like, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Because most bands don't make it to their fifth release.
Right. Well, and I'll be honest, like between Seth and Justin and Adam, like the musical talent that those three have alone, like we've taken stuff that was strictly a Seth riff and made a whole song around it. And it was like, okay, let's show us that part. Okay. And Adam picks right up on it. Justin's like, I'm going to have to play with something. And then we get it going and bam, there it is. I think Braggadocio on the last album was a full on Seth riff. I don't think we had anything planned. And then Seth's like, oh, check this out. And then Justin and Adam were like, oh, okay. And then they just kind of went with it. I know there's been a couple times where like, I think Justin has a folder of like hundreds of ideas, and we've taken some. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've taken some and sprinkled them here and there.
It's more often than not these days that, he comes up with a riff or a couple of riffs, and maybe, I'll have an
Usually it's
idea
when we're
for
shooting the
the.
shit, though. That's what the thing is, Seth. It's when we're talking about
It's
like
true.
work, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
Justin's in the corner playing, and Adam goes, "Hey, do that again."
What is
Seth, hit
that?
record, and then
That's
there's a
dope.
song.
It's never when we're trying to write a song. It's always like someone's trying to have a conversation and Justin's in the corner or I'm playing a riff or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Justin is a wellspring of riffs. Like he's always got some amazing ideas and his style is just, it's so cool. I think one thing that my wife Miranda actually complimented me the other day after listening to the songs said that she thought all four of our influences come through in the music, which
100%.
is
Yeah.
thank you. Thanks. And I thought that that was a really awesome compliment because it's easier for one person to come up with an idea and then everyone to kind of sort of pivot to match or meet that idea where it's at and then let that be the thing. And it's harder for like you to kind of keep your own sort of unique voice through it and to also have it serve the song and be the right part for the song. So like that's one thing that I'm proud of on this one is that we were all kind of, the whole like-minded monsters part of it where like the monsters part of it's really just all of us saying like we're bringing what we bring to the table, we're not compromising, and then the like-mindedness part is but it's gonna hopefully sound good. So
I like that. Yeah. So the song Strigoi is out on Friday, but you're playing a show to kind of kick it off a couple of weeks later, right? July 10th at Blue in Portland.
yes, so excited. It's our first time playing Blue. It had it's had a long history of being mostly a jazz type club, and in the last couple of years they've been branching out into all genres, and so we're excited for our first time playing there. And July 10th we have a killer lineup. This is the first show actually. I labeled it as a From the Murky Depths concerts, which I don't intend to start a full-fledged concert company, but the shows that we get to sort of curate and put all of our buddies and people that like we've met from playing all over New England together and under one roof. I thought it was kind of a cool way to like celebrate that. We have 8 Foot Manchild from Medford, Mass. They are a doom brass band, super cool band. They have a trombone, a saxophone, and a tuba alongside, guitar, bass, drums, vocals. So they're
I
like,
don't think they have a bass player. I think it's the tuba
oh, you're
is
right.
the bass player.
You're right. Yeah, tuba,
Wow.
no
Man,
bass, which is
cool.
super cool.
That's really cool.
And
It's definitely a band. Like if you check them out, they're so much fun, and especially like writing heavy music, metal music. You don't think of brass instruments being in there, but it really it turns the dial up, dude. Like they got I think it's an LP that is phenomenal. I listen to it all the time.
yeah, so super excited for them to. We played with them last year at Stone Church, and we were just like blown away. So we're like, we have to have them on a show. So really excited to bring them up here. Uve, who are from Rockland, 3-piece Swamp Prog. Everyone will know Enor Wild Boar from Les Claypool's Frog Brigade is actually the lead guy and guitar player in that band. Super awesome guys, amazing musicians. We've played with them in Searsport and up in Thomaston, and they kill it in the mid coast area. So we're excited to bring them down to Portland for the first time. So should be really cool. Enor was actually just playing the other night with Frog Brigade. I think he was playing in between sets too at Thompson's Point.
Nice.
So yeah, that was really neat. And opening, we've got our buddies from Portland, Secondhand Clams, who have a really cool kind of like Sublime type sound. They've got their lead singer is also kind of a DJ. He does some scratching, and they've got some like cool sounds and samples and stuff. They're just like super cool dudes, and they're putting out new music too. They just put out another single this year, so excited to have like all those bands under one roof. I think it's going to be awesome.
Hey, Blue rules. I've been
Agreed.
to
Fuck
2
yeah.
gigs there, and you're right there. Like you're right on top of the band. It's awesome. I love that venue.
Nice.
Great
Good to
venue.
hear. I've
We're
never
really
been.
excited.
Great place for a show.
Yeah, super excited for that. It's going to be awesome.
Dude, you guys have always played shows, but like I think a big proponent of the sound of the new record, and obviously you sent us some songs. What I heard was like what you alluded to earlier was the influences come through without it being a copy and paste, like just a true homage to your influences, which is huge because as a fan, it's one or the other. It's like they're just ripping them off, or no, I can hear it, but it's subdued enough where it works. And secondly, I think the fact that you guys did play so many shows last year was nothing but net positive because that helped hone maybe the new record and just that comfort level of like, okay, let's jam a little bit. There's some like thrash going on in on the new songs, what I heard earlier that I didn't hear before to that level. So I think there's some growth.
Nice.
Playing as many songs we played last year, or shows we played last year, I think helped us get comfortable in being uncomfortable because when you do so many shows, and I mean, you've been to shows, you've seen when shit goes sideways, and it always goes sideways. We dealt with so many different times where it's like, this, what the hell's going on? And just getting the opportunity to play the shows. And again, when you go to writing, and if you just stick to writing and you're not playing any shows, you kind of can get comfortable. And then it kind of just, falls flat. You don't feel it. It's not putting the energy in. And I feel like what we did was we played shows as we were writing, and it helped me get uncomfortable to where I had to really focus my energy to getting the right lyrics written for the song. And then that kind of helped the guys go, okay, this is how he's doing this part. So like, I know there's a couple things that Adam changed drumming to match like the way I say certain words in the song. And same with like Seth, he heard I did something which he didn't want to interfere with. So he changed his part a little bit, and it just kind of made us get comfortable being uncomfortable and made us together go, we can do this and be, focused.
Yeah, and really just the, repetition of playing that many shows. And I think just, staying practiced and feeling really like we were up on our chops helped us out a lot too. And one thing we always try to do is like really think about not doing anything we've done before. If there's a riff or anything or a song that sounds too close to something that we've already done, we really try to say, nope, that can't happen. And so we tried to throw in a few new influences and things that we hadn't really explored yet. And I think that part you're talking about that gets a little thrashy. I think it's the bridge in Strigoi. It gets a little like punk thrash.
There's
I love
punk
that.
in there. Yeah. Yeah.
That was so fun to do because like I've
just
never
randomly
really...
came up. Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that
in there
at all from you guys, and
Nice.
You nailed it.
Yes, nice.
And that's, I know, I don't know where that came from, but I know that's one of my influences. I'm a big punker. And I know when we got that part, I was like, oh, like I was so excited. And I was like, I don't want any lyrics there. Like it just has to be you guys just slamming down. And I got excited about it when they wrote it. And I was like, fuck, yes, this is exactly what needed to happen right here. And then that's what happened. And it just, oh, dude, gives me chills still to this day to listen to it. I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
A lot of that type of stuff comes from if you have a part, you got to do the same sort of riff 8 times. How do we make it, more critical as it goes? And how do you, make it feel like it kind of crescendos at the end? So it's at the highest or most exciting moment. So you have to kind of change it a little bit every time. And then sometimes you get these cool variations when you try to like mess with the original riff that you played or play it at a different cadence or in a different beat or a little faster or a little messier or a little more feedback or whatever. You get these cool variations, and sometimes it's like a total Bob Ross happy accident. You're just like, oh man, like if I put this here and that there, then it just opens this whole new thing up. So a lot of times you're just like stumbling on what a riff could be, or it starts in one place and it just totally morphs into something else. But
well, I love that it's a big playground because I think not only like the bookends of the band, but the influences, like where you land with it is kind of endless, and that's the fun part. At least
that's so fun.
Again, I always relate things to the podcast. That's the fun part of the podcast. There's no rules. Like it's just, we will naturally land between here and here.
Yeah.
But where? That's the fun part. You know what I mean?
You find we're a little bit more on this scope over here. Well, then like this album, I tried to sing more. Like I really tried to focus on singing, not necessarily just mouth noises, screaming, some, all right, this song's got all heat. Like, no, I tried to actually sing way more than I've done in previous things. And I feel like I hit it, which is what I wanted
Definitely,
to do.
dude.
I wanted to make it stand out. Like each EP we've done stands on its own, but you put them together and you kind of see there's like a through line. There's something there that kind of flows through all of them. And I think this one does the same. You're going to see it still matches, but it's going to stand on its own with its own merits. And like I said, I tried to sing a lot more, especially like Strigoi. I really gave it a hell. I know Phoenix has got some really cool stuff in it. Autumn, there's a really sing-songy verse to it. So,
Well, hell yeah. This is exciting. So if you're listening to this the week of release, song comes out on Friday. And if you're listening to this before July 10th, get a ticket to come see him, come see Trawl at Blue. You'll probably run into us too.
sweet.
Awesome.
Portland, Maine on the map.
Yeah.
Sea Dogs didn't put them on the map. The
Nope.
Portland Mountain
Pirates,
Cats
the
didn't.
Mountain
Nope,
Cats, ooh.
it's Trawl, baby.
Oh, Hearts of Pine. Who? What? Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
Trawl.
well,
Heart-
Nice.
Dude, okay, we can't. No, those guys got some marketing. Like we've been trying.
they're doing,
they
yeah,
don't-
there's some money behind that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, we're excited. This is exciting for us. We love coming on talking with you guys, and especially getting the chance to promote some stuff. We're really excited to do that, and we look forward to seeing everyone out July 10th. You know, it's going to be a fun time. I'm really excited, especially releasing these songs now. Like getting Face Melter played it. We got a lot of good feedback. A lot of people are like, "Holy shit, this is it's good to have you guys back." Like it's been too long because we played a bunch of shows, but we didn't really get active with like new stuff or like here's a single, we're coming up. We just kind of held things back, and we'd play a new song here and throw another one over here at a different show, and people are like, well, wait, didn't you play? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah,
start to mess
right.
with people, and it really helped.
If it's not on the internet, it didn't happen too. So,
Yeah,
like, if
exactly.
you
That's
play
true.
a show, it's just for those people that were there and that one experience. Like, I get to hear a few of them, probably more than what's going to be on the EP
Yeah.
when I came to practice. But like,
Yeah.
hearing it recorded, different. Seeing it live after you've kind of honed a little bit, that'll be different. I'm excited for all of it.
Thank
Yeah,
you
you got the
guys.
sneak peek, man. You
It did, yeah.
Y'all are, and again, y'all are always welcome. Like, even if you want to come down and just hear the tracks as they're recorded and just shoot the
I'm
shit,
due.
you're always
I'm due to come back.
welcome. Just
I'm
come
up for
hang
that.
out, dude.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
Total nerd
totally.
voyance, but my phone, the photo on my phone changes every hour, and it's you guys right now
Whoa, that's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
Literally our
Well,
jam
all right.
space. That's
from
awesome.
the jam space. Yeah,
It's almost like the phone was listening or something.
it's
So
almost
weird.
like the phone was
Almost.
listening. You got it, Nate.
Hey, Zuckerberg, get
Yeah,
out of my
go
phone,
away.
please.
Yeah. Well, boys, thank you for coming back. Thank you for playing the game with us. Thank you for talking new music and shows and all that stuff. And we're really excited for the rest of the year for you guys because there'll be some new music in the future here.
Yeah, new music, and there's definitely going to be some fun show announcements coming out. Hopefully soon. We are working on getting stuff confirmed. We're trying to do some things here and there. Can't really give out too much. I know there is things that are like we're waiting on emails, we're waiting on things to sign or whatnot. So
We're hoping for a big fall
yep,
with
fall's
some
looking good.
some killer shows. We're gonna make it happen, whether it's the ones that we're hoping for or the ones that we don't even know about yet. We're gonna make it happen. So
And we're gonna
that.
have fun. We're gonna have fun, and if you show up, you're gonna have fun too. Hopefully, I hope.
Mic drop. Don't break your mic, Sean.
Too late.
Like,
Fucking
Damn
drop
it.
sitting
broken
next to
mic.
me.
damn it.
Fucking- I got angry, man. Okay, the rough night. My face and teeth didn't really appreciate it. So,
Oh, you still have your teeth, right?
oh yeah, no, I'm
All
good.
right, we're good. That's all that matters. The face,
They
you
were a
couldn't
little-
fix the face. So.
Yeah, I got a
Sure.
face for radio and a voice for silent films. It's okay.
Perfect. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to Podio Slave. We are at Podio Slave on X, Instagram, TikTok, all of the places that you can find us on social media. It's at Podio Slave. We are Podio Slave Podcasts on YouTube. Subscribe to us there. If you want to contact us, hit us up at podioslavepodcast@gmail.com. And hey, if you've got a minute, leave us a review. Tell a friend. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you.